Hey everyone, welcome to the squad. This is the Park Squad Pod, a podcast where four friends catch up and chat about all things Disney, day-to-day life, and more. My name is Haley, and I'm your host for today's episode, and I'm here with the rest of the squad.
I'm Tommy.
I'm Brandon.
And I'm Heidi.
Welcome to episode 21, where we're going to talk about all things Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. Seems a little early, but this week the Christmas party is starting.
'Tis the season.
It's crazy. I feel like that Halloween has just come and went, and now it's the holidays. It's like November 1st. We're here. I love it.
Well, yeah, the holiday season has brought us back. We took a bit of a hiatus there through spooky season, and now we're back.
We were in hibernation, and the spirit of Christmas woke us all back up.
Yeah, Mariah Carey.
I was just going to say, Mariah Carey woke us up, and now we're here.
So we are no stranger, I think, any of us, to the Very Merry Christmas Party. We got to go not together, but we got to spend Christmas together.
Yes.
For 1 year, because we didn't go to the party that year, I don't think.
Yeah. I think
no.
Maybe we went a different day, but I don't remember.
I think that they just on the 25th, because we were there, it was like 2021, I think. And they just did all of the Mickey's like very merry stuff on that day. There was like the parade and like the stage show. So I guess we kind of got like a party in there.
Yeah, we got all the entertainment. Some of the food I don't think we got, but we got all the entertainment there. But I've been going to the party since I was telling Tommy, I was looking at like ticket prices now. I was going when it was, I think the last time I went with my family, it was $99 to go. And you got in at 4 and got to go the whole rest of the evening.
That's a deal. That's worth it.
Yeah.
Now, I think it starts at 170, like 169, and goes up to 219 as you get closer to Christmas.
Yeah, I don't know what we were paying when we like started dating, because I can't imagine it was nearly $200.
We were paying quite a bit. It hasn't gone up that much since then. We were a little broke, but we spent all of our money at Disney. But we thought that we would talk to you if you've never been, kind of go through what it entails. We've kind of already talked about ticketing, but we can talk about that because I think that that's something that if you don't know, you could miss out on some time there.
Yep.
And then there's a ton of new food. So other than entertainment, the rides don't really change. There's a couple overlays we'll talk about. But then other than that, I think the main draw, especially for us, because we're foodies, the main draw there is the holiday food and offerings that they have.
Yeah, and I think that like the holiday food is just like so perfect, like for that time of year. Like they always do like a really good job. It's great.
It makes it super, super special. So I guess we can start from the beginning and just kind of talk about like what your ticket entails.
Yeah.
And so there is still tickets available. I was actually shocked since they start this week. The first day is the 8th, which is my birthday. But they've started setting up already. If you've been to Disney World in the past week, they've started setting up for the holiday season. And then by the 8th, everything will be in full swing. Yeah. I think this week, all of the decorations are up and then the party starts.
It seems like they've already made some decent progress. They've got to get the pumpkins out of there and start getting the Christmas stuff in there. So it is mostly transformed.
It is that Disney magic where you blink your eye and one night
it's crazy.
It's not so scary Halloween, and then the next thing you know, it's all Christmas everything.
Yeah,
it's insane. I love it.
But your ticket, so like I said, there are still tickets available, which, like I said, I was very surprised. I thought that we were going to look and there was going to be none.
Yeah.
No weekend tickets, some Sundays, some Fridays, but all Saturdays are gone. But your ticket includes, I believe if it hasn't changed, that you can still get into the park. So the dates, I guess I'll do the dates first. Sorry, I'm pulling this up right now. You have November 8th, 11th, 12th, 14th, 15th, 17th, 19th, 21st, 22nd, 24th, 26th, 27th, 29th. And then in December, you have the 1st, the 3rd, the 5th, the 6th, 8th, 10th, 12th, 13th, 15th, 17th, 19th, and 20th. So almost every other day.
Yeah.
It's like odd days.
Yeah, I wonder if it's staggered for performances or food stuff.
And because the park closes early on those days to general patrons.
Just a general attendance play.
Yeah, so the party starts technically at 7 and ends at midnight. But I don't know if it says here. So in the past, you've been able to get into the park at 4 o'clock?
Yes. Yep.
Is that still
the case? And I don't know if this is just like a fever dream, but I thought that you could stay past like midnight, but maybe that's just, I guess, Yeah,
I
never
think
was
probably
that way.
by the time you get out, it's
maybe that's what it is. By the time
you end up by the time
That's
you're
fair.
on
that's
you can kind
true.
of
Transportation.
meander around and get some
That's what
late
it is.
night pictures there
Yeah.
and stuff like that, but everything is pretty much shut down.
Yeah, you
Got
can't go. I mean, you can get in line until midnight, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
right.
And then I do a little like Emporium browse on the way out. That's why.
They definitely won't kick you out if you're trying to spend money. So.
Right? Yeah, for sure.
But I think that that's important because
Yeah.
now that the ticket prices, like we talked about, are closer to like a regular ticket.
Yeah.
I think that it's important to use that time from 4 to 7, and you don't want to waste your time of the actual party standing in line because it takes a minute to get in and get your little wristband and everything.
Yeah. And I was going to say too, that if you're not going to a party, but you're going to the park and you have a park hopper, that might be a good park to start at because there'll be like nobody there because the park does close early. So that would be a good option potentially.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think last year, when we were still, or 2 years ago, I guess at this point, when we were still living in Florida,
Yeah,
I had a day off on like a Tuesday, and it was either a not so scary Halloween or a very Merry Christmas party. And I went up by myself, and there was no one there.
yeah,
and
it's
so
crazy.
It's definitely a good day to use it.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the biggest hacks, I think, from the September to December stretch is that if you go on a party day, you basically have the first half of the day kind of to yourself, compared to a normal business day.
But if you only have a one park ticket, I definitely would not. I would make sure that you don't scan into Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
Because by 7, I think maybe 6 o'clock there, or 7, you end up getting the boot instead of the full day, which is
scooting you out of there.
Yeah.
A little disappointing.
Yeah.
But as far as ticketing goes, that's pretty much the gist of it. Your ticket includes the other thing they have. So you get entry into the park. You get all of the parades and celebrations and shows and meet and greets. There's special characters. We talked about special food. And you get to go on like a little cookie and hot cocoa stroll kind of. So at not so scary Halloween, you get to go trick-or-treating at the different places. And so for the Christmas one, you get to go get different. So there's different cookies and they come like pre-packaged.
Yeah.
So it's not like just someone handing you like a raw cookie. And so you can keep them. You don't have to eat them all immediately. I always keep all of mine. I end up going home with like, I don't know, 6 or 7 cookies and Tommy goes home with like 1 or 2.
I don't go home with anything. I'm usually
I think that ours was the same.
into her cookie stores most of the time.
Yeah, exactly.
And they have some like eggnog or hot chocolate or hot apple cider, and they're like cute little things.
Yeah, it's fun and it's a nice little like sidetrack thing when you're walking from one thing to another. It's like, oh, cookie trail, and then you slide in, get a cookie, eat it even if you're full, obviously, and then you make your way to the next thing.
Yeah,
and you love.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. You love eggnog.
No, I don't.
I can't imagine Heidi.
Yeah, there's no way. There's no way.
That's like a
That's
super
the upset of the century. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love eggnog.
I wish that I loved it. I think it's always one of those
Are
things.
you sure you don't love it? I feel like you do.
It's like melted like vanilla ice cream. Like
maybe you
like
just haven't had a good eggnog.
Maybe you haven't had a good one because last
You
year
gotta
I think
go
I
to a
tried
farm and get some
I
eggnog.
didn't like it, but
You tried at Disney?
No.
Well, no, we didn't go to Disney last year.
No.
Where did you try it?
Like just here, Canada.
Yeah, I know. Like from a grocery store. What kind of?
Warm spices. Like it's just like essentially cream. Obviously, there's egg in it, but it's like a thick cream with like nutmeg and cinnamon, like warm holiday spices. I love it. I know a lot of people don't like it.
I don't think I've ever had warm eggnog though. Have you?
No.
I prefer it cold.
Me too.
Okay.
I feel like that maybe this year that'll be my thing for the holiday season is to like eggnog. That'll be like my goal because I feel like it is.
Try it.
Yeah,
I think we got to go to like a farm
and
get some
eggnog.
real eggnog.
Okay.
Why don't we do that?
Or just do an eggnog like tasting. Get eggnog from a bunch of different places.
Oh, Heidi would love that. Yeah,
rate and review each.
Yeah,
No.
except it would end up down the drain if Brandon didn't like it.
Yeah.
And we'll just have the most like upset stomachs of all time drinking all the same.
Not for the dairy intolerant, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Sorry, there's the tangent.
No, that's good. But yeah, so I think the cookie stroll is something that sometimes gets overlooked as well. I think it's one of the like free perks, but it's just included with your price of your ticket, obviously. But when you go on the cookie stroll, I feel like a lot of times, like one of our favorite pictures that we have from the last time we went was outside of like a cookie place, and it was us like caroling with the
My
Muppets.
favorite.
They were all dressed up.
Yeah.
And so I think a lot of times where the cookies are, there's also photo pass people who have a lot of like the magic shots with them.
Yeah, there's definitely like stuff going on around the cookie trail as well, because that's where crowds are kind of naturally going to flow to. They're very much like advertised with the big candy cane inflatable things. So yeah, definitely take a peek around and see if there's anything else to do while you're enjoying your cookie and drink and eggnog.
And I know that last year they also gave, when you walked in, like an ornament. I don't know if that's still true because that's not really advertised anywhere, but I think that's pretty cool if you get like a very Merry Christmas ornament. That's kind of fun, even if it is just like a cheapy one.
Yeah, we got them when we went 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there we go.
And a print, like a very Merry Christmas party print. And the ornaments are nice. They're like a heavy metal.
They're surprisingly good quality.
That's what I was going to say. I feel like
it'd be like, okay, but I remember, I think we got one that was like the most recent one was like a snowflake.
Yeah, it's like a golden
snowflake. And it was sturdy and like the paint didn't like chip or anything like that.
There we go.
It was nice, yeah.
Very cool. Love it.
So I wanted to also talk about, this is kind of your guys' wheelhouse, is the character meet and greet. So that's not generally where we stray to.
We kind of force ourselves to do it.
You love it.
The parties we do.
Ones, yeah.
But this is your guys' specialty. So if you want to take some characters you've met at past parties or things like that, that'd be awesome.
I've had some really good. So that
I know the
okay. Why are you laughing?
Because it's Brandon really likes meeting characters.
Because this is I'm like the largest man ever.
But then he forces me to do it. He goes, "You go talk to them. You go talk to them." I'm like, "I don't want to talk to them right now." And he's like, "No, you do it."
Whatever. Anyway,
it's fine.
The first time we went was in 2019.
That was fun.
And that was, I think, our first like we just were so like what's the
fresh,
word? We were like
naive.
just twinkle in our eye, ready to go. Like it was just the best. And
because we didn't, that was like our first, well, that was I only went to Disney once before that. It was our first trip together. We went to the party like in November. Like,
and I showed up in a black Aladdin t-shirt. That's how newbies we were. Like, come on, dress in some holiday clothes.
You changed, yeah.
But I met the genie was my like
big ticket,
big highlight, and I even told Jasmine to step aside for a second, so I could get an individual, and she was kind of like, I felt bad, and then I got to meet Nick and Judy.
Yes,
too.
So those are good ones.
I think that those are good ones. I know that this year, like I kind of looked at some, but like obviously there are like the big ticket ones that everybody loves. Like there's like the dwarfs meet in like Storybook Circus. People love that. Jack and Sally meet there, like, and he's dressed up as like whatever Sandy Claus, which I think is really cool.
That's cool.
If that's one that you want to do, get in line like as soon as the party starts. If you're there early, like they used to meet where right in the beginning of Main Street, where like Tinkerbell meets sometimes.
Mayor Mickey or whatever,
and I think the last time we went, the line until the very end was no shorter than an hour and a half the whole time.
Yeah, we caught it on our way out, and it finally dipped. But it is one of the things on party days where it's consistently high. It's high throughout the duration of the party. So definitely, if that's something that is a priority of yours, treat it as such and do it kind of immediately, or else you're gonna be spending
they're
a lot
a hot
of your
priority.
your valuable party time waiting in line to meet Sandy Claus. It was cool though. It was really cool. I didn't know what to expect, and it was
super themed, like the area that we like went to meet them in.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I even like I like how they even with like all the other characters, like I know that at Halloween they do this too, but they all have like a holiday outfit on. Like I was seeing,
it's cute.
Like I saw that Belle has on her dress from like that little Christmas movie, and like I think that they really do a good job. Like that if you do want to meet the characters, like it's worth your time if it's a cool one that you want to see.
Yeah, I was gonna say it makes it feel like it's something different rather than just the same thing, even if they are just having a dress.
Scarf on,
That's brutal.
Yeah. Santa Goofy's a fun one.
Santa Goofy's cool.
I feel like that's cool, and like yeah. I
just
think
some good
again,
ones for sure.
Like what's cool about the parties is they have something for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and obviously you can't get everything done because there's way too much. Like you could go and just eat food the whole time, like and only do food. But there's just like so many things. Like I think for us, like any party that we've been to, like we don't really ride rides at all. Really, it's like
I was
more
trying
of
to
the
reflect on that.
entertainment, eat the food, open some mystery pins.
Well,
and just kind of soak in the vibe.
And I think if you're someone who goes to the parks often, like. Yeah, there's no point. And I mean, like, there's no point of going on the rides at that time because you can just do that at any time. But the layovers are fun.
Which I'm
and
sure
if you're going to get there and you get there at 4, just go on the rides that you want to go between 4 and like 6.
Yeah.
And then start prioritizing what you want to do that's like party exclusive.
Yeah.
But yeah,
The last thing I have on characters, it's not a Disney character, but he is quite famous in the holidays, and you can meet Santa Claus.
it's cool.
And so usually the last time we met him, it was over like
Liberty Square.
yeah, but it was like kind of like across from Sleepy Hollow. There's like a little cut through over
Yeah.
there.
Oh yeah.
And he was in there, and the line
A
gets
little
pretty
gazebo.
long, but if you like pay attention, and I would definitely suggest getting the My Disney Experience app if you don't have it for the party, because it has a ton of like what characters are going to be where, so you don't just have to kind of guess and like roam around.
Yeah, we got there probably, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes before the meeting
Yeah, we were
started.
the first people.
We were the first ones in line.
Love it.
But yeah,
Tons of kids behind
the
us.
Santas are always super good, and I think
Yep.
kind of a universal experience in North America is probably like mall Santas.
Right.
And those are very much hit or miss. Sometimes you get really good ones. Sometimes you get ones that are not necessarily so great. Where Disney, as you would expect, they're all kind of consistently excellent, which is
Disney
always
has a deal with Santa, so it's Santa. He comes from the North Pole,
Yeah.
so like
Yeah.
it can't be bad. It
Yeah.
is Santa.
going straight,
So,
Yeah.
to the source. Yeah.
Yeah. Disney, they've got the magic. So
They know Santa Goofy's there, but so's the real Santa.
exactly, yeah. Santa Goofy is just he's just dressing up as Santa, the real man. So the other thing, they have a ton of exclusive merch. If you're into that, there's a ton. I know, Brandon, one year you got a Spirit jersey. I think that's pretty stuck in my memory.
Yeah.
It's right over here. Yeah. That's I think one
Which
of my
you never
most-
wear anymore.
It's one of my most random Disney purchases ever. And I think it is because I was wearing that Aladdin shirt. I needed something, and it became this
Why
elf
didn't you get
Spirit
this
jersey.
Spirit jersey that I'm wearing?
Well, because I didn't want to
That's-
match you, but I love that one that you
I
have on.
know.
But we're going for like the two red like little looks here today. But yeah.
But it
Yeah.
is cool. It is fun.
Cool. I think the only thing that I don't love about them is like that
The
it has like the dates on it. But
yeah,
it is what it is.
but they do. I mean, that's no accident. And so
No.
you can get a different one every year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
But no, they have a ton of different Spirit jerseys. Like I have a ton of Christmas ears. I get lured in every year. And then I know that we were disappointed that I don't think we got a pin with the date last time. But usually they have like a holiday, like a Christmas party pin, and
Yeah.
it has the year on it.
Yeah.
I mean, did we look last time and just didn't? There wasn't.
Maybe, or maybe we just forgot, or maybe
Yeah.
who knows.
I think a lot of the seasonal, especially holiday specific Disney merchandise is very much hit or miss.
Yeah.
Like sometimes the Halloween stuff's awesome. Sometimes I don't love it. I feel the same way about the Christmas stuff. But I think when it's good, it's like really good because
I agree.
when they're in their bag and making like great looking stuff, there's just like no kind of better combination of Christmas attire than stuff with Mickey and Minnie Mouse on it.
Yeah.
I know she has like a sweatshirt and a turtleneck that are both awesome.
Yeah, that was what last year's.
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah, that's
awesome.
They do
It was awesome at the
different-
party.
They do different like stylizations per every year.
Yeah.
And like Tommy said, like some are great, and I'm sure they have it. I'm going to try and look it up.
Yeah. I was gonna
this year.
say
I'm sure they have the stylization for this year.
you got some stuff in 2021, and it was when they did like I think that they kind of maybe do this like maybe also every year, but it was more like a wintry stuff. It was like them on sleds and like a tube and stuff. It was more like a cream color winter. Like
Oh, Haley
Magic
has a
Band.
lot of those.
Yeah, Haley has.
Really
some.
Yeah, that's what.
That's nice.
That's the same collection that I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, which
I
I
love
enjoy
that.
a lot. But yeah, like Brent said, it is like the stylization changes. I think Haley mentioned as well. The stylization changes and like the theme almost kind of changes. Like it's still Christmas. So if they don't match up, it kind of doesn't work. But when it does match up, it's great.
Yeah, and they have Christmas, they have Hanukkah, and they have winter. Generally, are like the three big kind of brands of things that they have during the holiday season over there.
Yeah.
This year's looks like it's pretty good. It's going back to that kind of like 50s-ish.
Yeah, they've been
Yeah.
Like
in
retro.
That, yeah, what is it, like Fun in the Park or whatever? There's a similar line last summer, the summer before.
It's cute.
Yeah,
I
have
feel
a
like
caroling sweater that I love, and it's
Yeah.
falling apart. So I'm gonna try and see if I can get it replaced. I ordered it off Shop Disney, and I
There you go.
think it's awesome. But I checked on it last winter, and like the seams are coming undone.
Yeah,
So,
which is unfortunate because usually it's pretty good quality stuff.
yeah, I was surprised by that.
Yeah. I also like how they have like mugs, ornaments, like a lot of holiday stuff too, and pins. I love a good pin. So yeah. It's cool.
And then something that's in the parks all the time, But if you go to the Christmas party, might be fun. Is they have the Ye Olde Christmas shop
Yeah.
on the corner right near Sleepy Hollow when you're leaving Liberty Square, and they will personalize ornaments and things like that. So I know we went to the holiday party one time, and it takes them a little bit. So if you go earlier, and then they can personalize ears or ornaments, and then you kind of come back and pick it up once they're done. But you can get, like, if you don't love any of the Christmas party things, you can get something Christmas party specific if that's what you're looking for, just having them personalize it.
Yeah, I know we've done that a couple times and have enjoyed the outcomes.
Yeah. It always looks great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it always looks fantastic.
And I'm going to guarantee that they're going to have a popcorn bucket and a sipper every year,
Absolutely.
which is
At least one.
don't need
Those
it, but
are,
love it.
Those popcorn buckets are holiday decorations bars now.
Yeah, they lure us in.
We have the alien, the Santa alien, and we have
Pluto.
And we have the tree.
We have
We have
a
the
music
story
box.
one. Yeah, so we have a ton.
We have
a
maybe
music box.
six.
All right, so we have a ton. I know we had 2. We have we
No.
have 7 apparently.
But also that some of them, I think we got them at different parks, not always at the party.
Yeah.
Like during the holiday season, like at Hollywood Studios, they'll have like the little Santa Green Alien or whatever they have for the year.
Yeah.
And you can reuse them. They get the best investment of all time is a Disney popcorn bucket.
I know, except Disneyland, they don't let you reuse any of it. You don't you can reuse it, but you don't get a discount.
That's crazy.
That's weird.
Disney World gives you that discount.
Good job.
Yeah.
One point.
One
for
point.
Disney.
I know. But I think, I don't know. Does Disneyland have a holiday party?
I don't know. Good question. I don't know. I don't think they do either. I think it's more just that they have everything out, maybe. Just all the time.
Yeah, they may do, because they have DCA and they have so many little food booths. Maybe they just do. Oh, they might. You know what they might do? They might do a holiday like food festival, kind of like Epcot does.
That sounds familiar.
Like they did when we went in January. It was the Lunar New Year.
Right. That makes sense.
So I wonder if they have a holiday one right before that.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I think they do. That sounds familiar. Sounds like something that what's it called?
Yeah, I think their big party is Oogie Boogie.
Yeah. Seems like it. Yeah.
But our parks in Magic Kingdom for the party have only 2 ride overlays.
I feel like maybe Space Mountain has one. The Teacups have one.
Goes red and green and does Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Yeah.
And then Jingle
Cruise.
Oh, then there's 3 at least.
Yeah.
Jingle Cruise, and then
what's the?
Not Autopia.
Yeah, I was gonna say Speedway.
Speedway.
Autopia, but worse.
Yeah.
Not good.
Has holiday music and then has like big Christmas baubles around.
Even the overlays is phoned in. Yeah.
Well, it's not a long enough track to do anything. You can see all of the overlay from standing at the base of the ride.
Yeah.
That's so funny. They're just like, let's put in a bobble here, a bobble there, and put some music.
A light up present that we bought from Home Depot here.
Using the same bobble since the 1970s.
Yeah, that's so funny.
But Jingle Cruise is one of my favorites.
Jingle Cruise is good. Yeah, it's good. It's a good combination. The sort of Christmas vibe works well with the kind of corny, cheesy humor.
Yeah.
So I think it's a good matchup.
And that may be one that they may switch over to Jingle Cruise. And you may be able to use a lightning lane during the non-party time. So that may be one you want to kind of hop into early, because the line gets really long, because I think it's the best overlay that they have. Like, it's the most immersive overlay. And so I think the line gets pretty long for Jingle Cruise pretty fast.
I was going to say too, what's what's a ride that you think they could do an overlay that they don't? I think they should do a Tron overlay. I don't know what they would do.
Oh, they could do like Christmas colored. If they could change the color of everything.
I don't know.
And then,
just a thought.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Trans-Siberian Orchestra is really successful on Space Mountain. I think it adds a new element to that. So I think they could totally just do a Christmassy revamp. Get what's this French guy's name? The robot people who did the music.
Oh
my God.
Yeah.
I don't know. It'll come to me in like 20 minutes. And I'll
there we go.
Daft Punk?
Yeah, Daft Punk.
Oh, there we go.
The French robot.
Yeah.
Yeah, get them to do a Christmas song and do that for the ride.
Yeah, I think that Pirates could be cool. Like, they do a Halloween overlay. I think you could just make it a little, because like Christmas is a little like cheesy, right? Like it's a little kitschy, and I think you could just lean into it and like have them
I almost think something like Laugh Floor would be fun because it's live entertainment and it's like
You could do
it's
holiday
an actual
jokes.
performer.
Yeah.
Then just
Do
kind
they
of
have
But
that?
yeah, I think
I
they
think
do.
it sounds familiar that
Yeah.
they have that. Look
That's
at
an
you.
idea
Good
there,
idea.
yeah.
I also think just like toss on like a scarf on Tiana and do some Christmas down the
Give her
bayou.
some peppermint beignets. You
Yeah.
smell peppermint instead of the just regular beignets when you go
Yeah.
down.
It'd be good. Christmas down the bayou. I'd love to go there.
Okay.
I think the tiki room could do it. I think anything
Yeah.
that's pretty song heavy that you could kind of replace with
Yeah, that'd be
a
fun.
holiday song would be pretty easy.
There we go. There's our ideas, Disney. Not our best work, but
No, I think the Space Mountain. My mom really likes the Space Mountain Christmas overlay.
It's my favorite iteration of it for sure.
Yeah,
There we
it's
go.
definitely it's the best version of Space Mountain I think you get. You get to see the track a little more because they have those red and green lights, which ends up being a little spooky because you don't always look like your head's gonna make it.
oh boy. Not for me.
But we can move into some food. How's that sound?
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Good.
I'm hungry.
There's a ton of it, like a ton. I started making the list today, and I was like, oh, like I guess I could talk about everything. And I was like, I should just talk about new things. And then I was like, oh, well, it's all new.
Yeah.
Like there's so much that's new for this year. So I'm going based off of the Disney Parks blog guide. That's where I found all of my information. Because obviously we have not been there, nor are we in the know for Disney to tell us what new foods are coming.
Yeah.
Do some outside
True.
research. So I will tell you that Christmas food is my bag. Peppermint, chocolate, my bag.
Yeah.
All of it. I'm so excited. Like that's what I told Tommy. I was like, this food's kind of hit. And he's like, do we have to book a trip? And I was like, there's some dates open still.
You could do it, I think.
I would just go down literally. I would get there at like 3.
Yeah.
We could
Go to the
go
party.
get to the
Go to
park
party.
by
Go home.
4. Go home at, I guess we would have to just sleep in MCO. Is that allowed?
Yeah.
Sleep,
Yeah.
sleep
Oh,
in the
yeah.
airport and then go home.
Yeah,
They'll let you. You're
You're with children.
yeah, with children, they'll let you do anything.
Yeah. I don't know if I should be sleeping in the airport with
Yeah.
2 babies.
very
tonight.
very responsible. Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna start down Main Street at the ice cream parlor.
Nice.
So one of these is new, the other is not, but it looked so good that I couldn't pass it up. And Tommy would literally kill me if I passed this one up. I don't even think he's seen a picture of it.
I haven't seen a picture, but I read the description. I was like, oh yeah. So I'm definitely gonna talk about this for a second.
So this is a peppermint ice cream cookie sandwich. It's peppermint ice cream sandwich between 2 oatmeal peppermint chip cookies rolled in candy cane pieces, and it looks phenomenal.
Oatmeal peppermint chip is like something out of a fever dream, and I'm completely here for it.
Yeah.
Never in a million years did I think that's something that existed. It's always oatmeal raisin, and then you occasionally get an oatmeal chocolate chip. But going oatmeal peppermint is mad scientist stuff, and I love it. I think it sounds good. I'm not even that big of a peppermint boy myself, but I would give this one a shot because oatmeal cookies are the most underrated member of the cookie family.
And it looks crazy.
It looks really good. I love, like, I could eat so many candy canes and I could eat so many cookies. And I think that this would just be so good. And I like sometimes when ice cream has like a different texture, like, and I think that cookie adds like a different texture. It's like, you know,
Yeah.
Well, and I feel like maybe they just took the cinnamon out and replaced it with peppermint in there.
Yeah.
Mm.
And you get little candy cane pieces, some nice crunch too.
yes. Are you like a big like can no, right?
No, but I like a good peppermint.
What do you like?
Nothing. I don't know. I'm here.
No, I'm not. No.
I like gingerbread.
Gingerbread.
I like
Gingerbread.
gingerbread.
There's a lot of gingerbread offerings
I like
this year.
Okay,
No, I
that
like.
wasn't meant to be rude. Everyone thinks I'm just attacking
What do you
Yeah,
like?
it's so mean. There's a President's Choice ice cream. That's the peppermint candy cane one.
That's a Canadian store.
And it's really good. I like that one. So if it's anything like that, I'll like this. And the picture looks really good. So
So good. It really
Yeah,
drew me in.
crazy.
It's why I had to add it to the list, even though
It's
it's not
crazy.
new.
That's what I read. Oatmeal cookie, like oatmeal pepper. I was like, whoa. And then,
Yeah.
she showed the picture. I was like,
Must try. Add it to everyone's
Okay.
list.
Yeah. And if you guys try it who are listening, let us know if it hits, if it's so good.
yeah.
Please.
The next is one that Heidi should enjoy. It's a gingerbread milkshake. And this one
Yeah.
we'll see again at the plaza. So I won't talk about that at the plaza because it's going to be the same thing. But it's
Yeah.
vanilla ice cream, gingerbread syrup, and a gingerbread snap crumbles topped with whipped cream and chocolate pieces.
You'd like that.
Yeah, I feel like this one has potential because I feel like gingerbread's something that I wouldn't think that would be a good flavor in a milkshake, but I feel like if they did it right, it would taste good and not too much either. Like I feel like
Spicy.
yeah,
Yeah.
like not too fake, I guess. I don't know.
I also feel like that it's cool to see on here that some stuff you can get like at the party only, or that it's available like all day, which is
Yeah,
nice
that's
too.
nice.
So that's cool that
Yeah.
if you're not going, some of these maybe you can get even if you just go to the
Or if you're going to the party, you can prioritize party
The
stuff
food.
and then be like, "Oh, I'm coming back to Magic Kingdom," so
Yes.
you're not full and
Yeah,
wanting
so
to
you
throw
know
up.
yes, on your food list. Exactly.
Yeah. So on that, the gingerbread milkshake is only during Very Merry Christmas Party.
And so is the cookie. So hey,
Yeah.
Well, the milkshake says in regular park hours. No.
no, that one's
Not
no.
at the plaza, but let's see.
But the
Yeah.
Nope.
At the
Oh,
plaza,
yeah.
yes.
At the plaza restaurant, but not at the plaza ice cream parlor.
Oh, okay.
You'd have to go
So I
to the
guess you could go to the restaurant and get it.
Oh,
but
like
you
sit
can't
down.
Go to the ice cream parlor and get it
Gotcha.
during
Okay.
regular hours, which seems silly.
Yeah, that seems a bit.
But there is also a cute little gingerbread man. So if you're looking
Oh,
for an
yeah.
Instagram picture, it would be cute as well.
he is adorable. He's got a bow tie on.
Yeah,
I love
it's
him.
very cute. So the other thing that is new at the Plaza restaurant, and this you can get during regular hours or park hours. So it seems like if it's a sit-down place, you can get the seasonal offering, like the party things,
both, yeah.
all day.
Which makes sense. They want you to sit down.
Right. So this is a s'mores cake, which is a chocolate cake with chocolate ganache, toasted marshmallow mousse, and sugar snowflakes. And this is like a blue icing cake with like a little snow scene on the top, which is cute.
I've got to say, it's a way bigger slice of cake than I had envisioned reading the description. I thought it was going to be kind of more of a dessert cart handheld. It's like a proper slice of cake.
Yeah.
So that being said, I'm in.
Yeah. I was gonna say that I know that we've only started this list, but like
You've
I
got
don't-
3 foods on your list so far.
like yeah. I just don't think that I'm gonna find anything bad that I don't like on the list.
No, nothing sounded bad. Like I
Nothing
told you, it would
sounds
be a
bad.
problem if we were going.
Yeah. It's just a whole foodie tour.
So after we leave that, we're going to Casey's Corner, so across the street. This one has some actual food. So the first new item is a holiday dinner hot dog, which is an all-beef hot dog with turkey and gravy, fried onions, and cranberry sauce.
Hot
How's everyone
diggity
feel about
dog.
that?
I don't feel
I-
good about that.
Oh, I would get this in a heartbeat.
Ugh, just a hot
It's like
dog.
chunks of turkey. It's not like sliced turkey.
Something
I might
about
be
a
with
hot
Heidi on
dog.
this one. I think I'd probably like it, but reading the description and hearing the description, I don't know if I'm in. And it's the turkey that's giving me pause. It
But
is like Lunchables cubes
Yeah.
of turkey,
Oh.
which I'm a little bit. I almost would prefer it to be like a deli turkey.
Yeah.
Like we got at
Like a Ronto wrap type. Like
Yeah,
you wrap the hot dog in
Right.
That's kind of what I was envisioning, and
That's
I
fair.
think it'll probably just the pieces will slide off, and
Yeah.
you just eat an individual turkey cube, and it's pretty good. But
with gravy on it.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think, like I said, I think I'd probably like it, but
The Casey's like specialty hot dogs for me, I could always do without the hot dog.
Right.
Like
that's
I think
pretty-
if this
Yeah.
was just everything else in a bun,
Yeah.
it'd be like totally in. But then you have like a really salty, big hot dog. Because Casey's Corners, like their hot dogs are like they're too large for what they're putting on top of
they're
it.
hardy. Yeah, they're hardy.
I'm
dogs.
just laughing
It's gonna
because
use a
for-
word that I was nobody needed me to use.
I was gonna say for everybody who's on YouTube, like Haley's eyes open so wide, which are big. They're
Oh.
huge. But I think that I'm more in on the next item
Yeah,
that
the
has all
next
the
one.
same stuff, but just
Yeah.
no dog.
So the next one is the same thing, except it's on French fries instead of a hot dog, which sounds way more pleasant.
Sounds like a better medium to get all of those toppings into your gullet. Is
Yeah.
via French fry
Yeah.
instead of via hot dog.
Yeah.
Well, it's just a Canadian poutine or poutine,
Yeah.
but
I think
with
that you would like
extra
that.
stuff. I know. I'm. That's why I'm saying I
Cranberry
love it.
You
sauce
already
is
have
underrated.
potatoes at Thanksgiving,
Yeah,
like the
it's-
holiday
Yeah.
season.
Like Heidi said, it's Thanksgiving poutine. It sounds good.
Yeah. So good.
So the next one at Casey's Corner I can talk about briefly, but it's not new, is a candy cane tart, which is a chocolate tart filled with peppermint ganache topped with festive meringue. I don't think this would be for me.
This one sounds like it would taste like toothpaste.
Yeah, it looks like toothpaste.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
meringue, and I think it's too soft.
Yeah. A skip, I think,
Yeah.
for me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the last thing that is new is a black currant and mint lemonade, which I think sounds pretty refreshing.
Yep.
Blackcurrant's like blackberry, right?
I think so.
They're similar profiles.
Yeah.
Sounds good. I would
Pretty good.
try.
Not totally positive.
Casey's, I think, like you said, like they always have something that's either really good or looks very divisive, and it's like, oof, that just seems too much. I feel like they did pretty good this
I
year.
also
Yeah.
think they used to have the French fry thing like at Epcot in the Canada Pavilion. Like I'm pretty sure
Maybe
we
something
had
like
that
Yeah,
where it was like the same thing, and it was.
maybe.
Yeah, I wonder if we
maybe.
can look later too once Festival of the Holidays come out and see if
Yeah.
they have something similar.
Anything similar,
For sure.
yeah.
Yep.
So the next place that we're moving to is just Main Street Snacks. So there's a couple new ones here. The festive pretzel looks delicious.
Yeah.
It also kind of looks like everything would just fall right off of it
Yeah.
Yeah.
by the picture. So it's a jumbo pretzel with chocolate hazelnut drizzle, caramel sauce, Twix cookie bar pieces, and festive sprinkles. So this
Like, how
is
can-
also party exclusive.
How can that be bad?
I was gonna say I don't think I'd
Yeah.
like it.
Really?
I don't like
I-
chocolate pretzels really.
I like a sweet and salty, and I
Yeah,
think that a pretzel is a good like thing, right? It's like
I think this is too much pretzel for me.
Really?
That's
I almost kind of like that it is like a soft pretzel into the
More
sweet
pretzel.
world. I think usually when you get a sweet soft pretzel, it's like a Auntie Anne's where it's cinnamon sugar and it's all very, very sweet. Where I almost kind of like the idea of having that more neutral soft pretzel, and then instead of it being salty or like a tangy mustard, it's just. I also just like Twix and hazelnut and that stuff as well. So maybe my judgment's being clouded.
Yeah, I think that if you did this on, those cream cheese stuffed pretzels.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
I think if you did these kind of toppings on that, I'm in.
Okay.
But on just like a Bavarian pretzel, it's just too much.
I can see it being like, and if the toppings do fall off,
They're
you're
gonna
trying to
fall
like
off.
scoop them up. On
Right,
the plate
that's
or something.
fair.
I can see it being a little bit.
It's from a popcorn cart. Like
Less
they're gonna
ideal.
fall off.
Yeah, but maybe
On.
just get a spoon and spoon
Now-
it all in.
Yeah, I'm sad.
Well, I also feel like they always go for jumbo, and it's like make like a little bit smaller pretzel that's like still jumbo but like normal size jumbo, like that you
Pretzel
would get
bites.
it.
It's not a Mickey pretzel.
Yeah, or like an Auntie Anne. Is that what it's called? Auntie
Yeah.
Anne's side pretzel, like the smaller ones, because
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the jumbo one, it's like I don't want to
It's
like
a lot of
eat
pretzel.
all of that. Like I'd like a
Yeah.
bite, but like make
big.
a smaller version.
big commitment for sure.
Yeah.
Well, fucks up to no good. He's not into the big pretzel either.
Yeah. He's like, move on, guys.
Yeah, we're over this. All right, the next one you'll see at a couple other popcorn carts is the hot cocoa churro, which is a churro rolled in hot cocoa powder by Joffrey's Coffee, and topped with marshmallows and peppermint candy pieces. And you can get this during regular park hours or the Christmas party. And I'm kind of into it. Like Disney World churros, it's not going to be a great churro, but I think if you're just rolling it in hot cocoa powder, it can't be that bad.
Yeah.
I think at
I'm-
Disneyland it'd be so
I'm
good.
into this though, and I've tried now both of the churros, like very recent, and
Disneyland
the Disney
and
one,
Disney World.
the Disney World one was so bad that I had, but I think that this would make up for a lot of the horrible, like the horribleness of a Disney World churro, because like it just seems like I would like this. It's all things that I like: hot cocoa, peppermint, chocolate, churro, even if it's a bad churro.
Yeah. And like the texture is not going to be good because it's a Disney World churro.
Exactly.
But it maybe because, and I wish it was only festival, because now that it's park hours, they're going to be sitting there all day. So it's going
Right.
to kind of fall into the same
Uh-huh.
realm.
Yeah.
But I think it has more hope than a regular Disney churro.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it like you said, they struggle so bad to hit the proper texture of a churro that I can see it being a bummer. But yeah, all the elements I'm into.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then the next thing is not new. It's a red velvet Christmas wreath donut that you can get here too. It's like a cake donut. It's pretty cakey. We've gotten it before, and it has green buttercream frosting that tastes like green buttercream frosting. This for me is a miss. So if you're looking to try something new or try this, I would try something new.
Cakey donut, count me in.
In?
Oh yeah, cakey donut every day.
Oh man.
There you
It
go.
was so dry last time we had it.
Yeah, but I have to give it a shot.
All right. Well, and then the last thing here is right up Heidi's alley, hopefully, maybe.
This
Is
is
a
a my alley.
gingerbread cola, which is a Coca-Cola served with gingerbread syrup.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
Delicious is how I
Brandon
feel about
loves
that.
anything
That
with
would be
Coke.
so good to me, I think.
I think it depends what it tastes like, because you always love trying all the new Cokes that they come out with, and then you drink it and it's like, it's not like a real
Did
Coke.
you try the Oreo Coke?
Yeah.
Did you guys
How
try
was
it?
it? No, we haven't tried it.
I feel
No,
like
we've seen
okay.
it.
Okay. I'm a big Coke Zero person, but I feel like with something like that, I think you almost need it to have all of the sugar because it just tastes artificial, which I know that it probably would anyway.
It
It is
does.
artificial.
I know, but I'm
Regardless.
saying I think that this has more hope because it's just like a regular Coke and some sugary gingerbread syrup. And
What's the
hopefully-
ratio they're doing?
Well,
Like a
yeah,
bunch of
that's what it
Starbucks
is.
pumps?
Well, I'm
And-
sure it's a pump, and I think that gives it hope. I think that they can make it like I think if you
More
wanted it less sweet, you could just ask for like a pump.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
Because I'm
interesting.
sure they're just going pump fountain soda.
Yeah.
Here you
something
go.
they would drink in
$5.95.
Oh yeah. The Mormon girls would drink it. The
Oh yeah, the
secret lives
soda.
of Mormon
Oh,
wives.
oh, yeah, because they have that like in Utah, don't they?
sodas,
All the
yeah.
sodas. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that looks good. Count me in.
Yep. So that was everything from Main Street snacks, and then the popcorn cart near Cinderella Castle has all of the same offerings. So
Yeah.
if you're in the hub there and you're going to one of those carts, you can get all of the same things, except you can only get the pretzel at Main Street Sweet Snacks. You cannot get it at the popcorn cart.
Oh.
The next place we're going to is Aloha Isle Refreshments. This doesn't have anything new, but the one had a super cute cake pop, and so I couldn't pass it up.
Yeah.
It's a holiday pineapple orange guava juice float, which is that pog juice. So you get pog juice, coconut soft serve, a spiced apple tree pop. So it's like a cake pop, but it's in the form of a tree, and it's very cute.
Yeah, and the spiced pineapple is what they do the upside down cake with. So I'm sure the
Hmm.
cake pop is very good.
And then the other one they have is it's a cranberry citrus float, which they use the Sprite winter spice cranberry. And then they have fruity boba pearls topped with Dole Whip, which I'm sure you can choose whatever Dole Whip you want.
Like
Seasonal Sprite flavors are awesome.
Yeah.
I was gonna
love the
say.
cranberry- I love the cranberry Sprite. It's so good.
seems delicious. Like
Yeah,
both
people
of
buy
them.
it by the cases when it comes out here.
Yeah, they used to do
What?
those commercials with LeBron. They
What?
Oh yes, okay, yeah. I know that right away. Oh my god, so good.
Oh wait, because we have cranberry
Ginger ale,
ginger
but,
ale.
but also we
Yeah.
also get like this one in.
cranberry spray.
Yes, over
Oh.
the holidays.
Because
We-
I was
we
saying,
had
I
it
was
before.
thinking, why in the photo it's like clear color, and I'm like, why
It
is
makes me
it?
think right away. That is so, like, yeah,
That's cool.
LeBron, my guy,
I don't know if that's for me, but it's cool.
King James,
Yeah.
right?
And it's I think good to have those season offerings at Aloha Isle because it is still so hot when you go
Oh,
down
yeah.
there for Christmas.
Yeah.
That like you still need something refreshing.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Take your picture
okay.
quick with those.
Yeah,
Quick,
before it melts. It'll
Yeah.
melt maybe a little less quickly
Slower.
than if it were like August, but
Yeah.
it'll still melt.
Sometimes you get lucky. You can put a sweatshirt on at night.
Yeah,
That's
that's
true,
the
you're
best.
right.
Mhm.
So the next place has some real food. It's the Golden Oak Outpost. I don't know how real you can call a holiday chicken nugget platter, but it's more real than I think a chocolate covered pretzel. This is crispy chicken nuggets with sage butter and cranberry barbecue glaze, served with mashed potatoes and corn, which looks phenomenal. And like, it's like a piece of corn, not like chopped corn.
It looks so good.
It looks really good. Like actually,
awesome.
like crazy good to me. That would be. I don't know. I just think And
the
I
sage
had-
butter barbecue sauce. Mm.
I had the like spicy gumbo or whatever from there when I was there, like in the summer, and it was good. So I feel like that the food there, like, is
better?
yeah,
Little
yeah,
bit
kind of
better?
underrated maybe a little bit. It looks
And I
good.
feel like you can't really like miss because they like do breaded chicken and then
Right.
it's just mashed potatoes, which would be in like a heating vat. Like it's like even though it's like somewhere little, but like sometimes I think it's off-putting to get like real food from like one of
Yeah.
the places that clearly doesn't have a kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
No,
I think that this food, like you're safe here. Like
Yeah.
it's all the stuff they can do.
It looks like the bowls that they used to do at KFC, except you have the corn on the top. It
Yeah.
looks awesome.
It looks
Yeah.
really
It
good.
looks so good.
I love
So
KFC.
well, that's what they eat in Japan on Christmas, right?
It is true, yeah. Japan, yeah.
Oh.
KFC
Wow.
rolled out like a really, really strong marketing
Everyone eats
campaign
it.
in like the 80s, I think.
Yeah.
So now it's like a cultural touchstone. I
That's
think it's like
so
mainstream.
cool.
Like not everybody does it, but it is like a cliche
Yeah.
for Japanese Christmas. Yeah.
Interesting.
The next thing they have is festive beignets, light and fluffy beignets dusted with blue sugar cookie dust and served with a cookie butter icing. Which I don't think can really miss.
No, I don't know.
I thought you would be like, oh, the icing. So
Well,
good.
Well, because like I feel like when you compare these to the ones that are at Port Orleans, they're not as good. So that's like it only
For
gives
sure.
me hesitation because like I had like and they're okay, but I feel like all the extra stuff would make them
I feel like it wouldn't be something that I'd go on my way to buy.
No.
Personally, but
I think of all the
But if you're going to buy that chicken platter, you might as well just pop on a beignet.
Exactly.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I feel the same way. Like beignets are good. They don't really do it for me a lot of the time. I think there's usually better options if I'm looking for like a nice dessert. But I think the icing sounds fine.
And I think using light and fluffy is a bit of a stretch here. For these
yeah. You sure about that?
And then there's another ice cream or another treat that I think I would pick over the beignets, which is a fried ice cream Christmas treat. Peppermint ice cream rolled in cereal, topped with green cookie butter, whipped cream, and festive sprinkles. That part was weird. Green? Oh, it's a cookie butter whipped cream that is dyed green. Understood.
Yeah, it's not green cookie butter.
It looks good.
Yeah, it
It looks good. Yeah,
it's cute.
Fried ice cream rocks.
Yeah,
fried ice cream is good.
I don't really know how they're doing fried ice cream at Golden Outpost, but
it comes pre-fried maybe,
and then just stuck in like that.
Fried,
Yeah, it's probably gonna be pretty hard, but it's probably delicious.
It definitely is. Yeah,
they're frying it and then
it's
hustling
probably,
over from Pecos.
It's probably coming from a plastic package.
No, don't say that because you know what?
No, it says rolled in. They had to roll it in.
Rolled before they put it in.
They're hand rolling. It's like the oatmeal cookie. They're hand rolling everything around here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. So speaking of that, this is probably fried at Pecos Bill. Pecos Bill has a couple new things, and they also have something that's not new but looks so good that I had to put it on there. So the first thing they have is a carne asada loaded fries, seasoned French fries with carne asada, chipotle queso, caramelized onions, avocado salsa verde, and queso fresco. Sounds fantastic.
Every single one of those words you just said is like my
Yes.
favorite word ever.
And everything at Pecos Bill, I just want to say real quick because I'll forget, you can only get until 11, so don't try and close out your night here like late night food.
Good tip.
They also redid the whole menu at Pecos Bill recently, which maybe we'll have to eat our words about Pecos Bill before.
Yeah, because I used to dislike it so much. Like I was like a big not
ever
fan.
Since they got rid of the topping bar, it's never been the same. So maybe now the food's better. I don't know. That sounds so good though. I feel like
they
that
had like specialties. Like the last time maybe when I went by myself a couple years ago, they had like a walking taco, but it's not always there. But that was really good.
It feels like something that should have good food. Like it should be one of the better food options at Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's not like an apples to apples comparison, but like the San Angel Inn and Disneyland, the food was awesome. And if they could, obviously, like it's a difference between Disneyland and Disney World food.
Yeah.
What's the one in what's the one in Disneyland? I don't know. Wrong.
Ranchero, yeah.
Oh yeah. You guys ate there. Yeah.
There's a similar seeming restaurant at Disneyland, and their food is excellent. So I feel like Pecos Bill should at least be towards the top of Magic Kingdom, and it's just not.
It definitely shouldn't. You shouldn't be choosing Cosmic Rays over Pecos Bill.
Yeah,
you are.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, you're right.
So the thing that I added on to here that is not new but looks so good is a cheese and chili tamale served with Christmas style with mild red chili, green chili, pumpkin seed sauce, citrus chipotle chicken, cilantro rice, pinto beans, queso fresco. It looks so delicious.
It looks so yummy.
And really hearty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like that.
Pecos Bill is coming with the heat here.
Yeah, they did not come to play. Another new thing, another not new thing is a chocolate eggnog tart. Maybe this will open your world to eggnog, Brandon. It's a chocolate tart topped with eggnog mousse and chocolate antlers. I'm almost positive we've gotten this before.
Yeah, we have to. Just looking at it, we definitely have to.
And then the new item is a salted caramel horchata, which sounds pretty good.
Horchata's awesome.
What is horchata?
It's made from rice? It's like a rice milk.
Yeah, it's almost like tapioca pudding, but as a liquid.
And like you strained it out.
Yeah. It's not chunky. It's like a thin liquid. It's like spicy and it's got that sort of.
Yeah, rice. I'm gonna look it up because I do think it's made with rice. Or
you guys have that at Disneyland somewhere?
Yes.
Okay, that's why it sounds familiar to me. I was like, I've heard horchata before, but we would have never had it. So I'm like, where have I heard that?
Yeah, horchata is a name given to various beverages which are generally plant-based and sometimes contain milk. In Spain, it is made with soaked, ground, and sweetened tiger nut. In the Americas, it is based and can use white rice. I think most of the ones that we have are using white rice and then like a lot of like warm spices like cinnamon.
It looks good.
Yeah, it's like a cousin to eggnog.
Yeah, but I think it's more approachable.
Skinnier cousin.
Yeah.
There you go.
So Sleepy Hollow is next, and all of this food looks amazing.
Yeah.
The first one they show in a little takeout box, so I would be disappointed if I showed up and it was not in this little takeout box. But it's an orange chicken tenders, fried chicken tenders with orange soy glaze, glass noodles, green onions, and crispy garlic.
Delicious.
If it's the same orange sauce as they use in Epcot at what's it called?
Yes.
It's gonna be
Connection.
outstanding. Yeah,
Yeah.
Connections Cafe. It's gonna be
I
outstanding.
agree.
And
Yum.
then they have it doesn't say plant-based, but I feel like it would be silly to not be. It's a Szechuan breaded cauliflower tossed in Szechuan soy glaze.
Interesting.
So it doesn't say plant-based when the other ones do if they're plant-based, but there's no picture, but I'm sure it's good. It's just kind of like the vegetarian version of the orange chicken tenders.
Yeah.
And then there is a brownie peppermint bark with peppermint candy pieces, which looks real good.
Yeah, it looks crazy good.
Peppermint bark.
Like crispy.
It has to be one of my favorite things. No, I'm every time he's laughing at me. Peppermint bark is so good.
Because like it'll be the most simple thing, and you're like, it has to be one of my favorites.
No, because like
Brandon has a long list of favorites, and it's fine.
yeah,
let me have that.
everything can be your favorite. It's fine. No, you can
No,
talk about
I
it.
agree. I agree with you. I think that
Thank you.
peppermint bark, I'm the same way. Like anything, like
Yeah.
there's these like the thin crispy pretzels that they coat in white chocolate and then coat in peppermint. I could eat 14 bags during the holiday season.
Give me
Bark
14
is
of them.
something I
Right?
don't think about, and then you run into Bark at like a holiday party or whatever, and then you're just standing by that plate the whole time.
See?
So we're on your team, Brandon.
Thank
Don't
you.
let
guys.
Heidi bully you over your peppermint
Yeah.
bark. It can be your favorite.
Yeah.
Everything can be your
What's your
favorite.
favorite?
Nothing.
Oh gosh. And then there's also a holiday red velvet waffle sundae, which we've definitely had before.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Mickey shaped red velvet waffle topped with M&M's, milk chocolate candy, peppermint ice cream, and hot fudge. If you can get a picture of it, it's pretty Instagrammable just because it's in a Mickey shape.
Yep.
And you're ordering it right behind the castle, so you can get a cute little picture there.
Yep.
And then the last thing they have is a milk and cookies mousse, which is brown sugar cookie cake topped with chocolate chip cookie dough mousse. Milk mousse, that's separate. Yep. And cookie chocolate chip cookies.
It
So
kind of
it's like a little layered mousse.
it kind of seems like that they put a bunch of cookies in milk, soaked them, strained them, and then made a mousse, which I think would
I'm
be
not mad.
no me neither at all.
No,
And they give you 2 cookies that you can use to like dip. I think if you
Yep.
used it like
Yeah,
a chip and dip.
Yeah, that's what I did at Disneyland. I had that cookie ice cream sundae. Like
Yeah, you were the,
7 times.
the king.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
king of
yeah.
cookies and
It
dip.
was
You would
every
just
day.
disappear and come back with your Sunday every
It's so
every
good.
night.
It's
Like, oh, where's Tommy?
bonus cookies. It's like a dessert, and then you have an additional dessert on the side. It's awesome.
Yeah.
It was iconic.
Oh goodness.
I love that. That's funny.
Oh, so that's all of everything that they have at Sleepy Hollow. Next, Liberty Square Market only has one. It's a brownie peppermint bark with peppermint pieces. So if you don't want to wait in line at Sleepy Hollow, you can go and get your peppermint bark branded over at Liberty Square
Perfect. And a turkey leg.
Market. Yeah. So I'm sure those scents will be delicious together.
Ew.
So Columbia Harbor House has a gingerbread cake, Heidi. A gingerbread chiffon cake with
That looks
cream cheese
good.
frosting, dulce ganache, and chocolate pieces.
It looks good.
Is that little picture there?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that looks good. Yeah, I'd like that.
And it's adorable.
It is.
It's
It's
so
super
cute.
cute.
Very
I-
pretty.
Yeah, I
love
think
a
you should
gingerbread.
leave Columbia Harbor House to eat it, so you're not eating
Fish.
gingerbread surrounded by fish
So it
and
doesn't-
clam
It
chowder.
doesn't soak up all the fish odor.
Yeah,
But
kind of.
it does look delicious, and it
Yeah.
seems like something you'd be into.
Yes.
A lot of good food here.
I know. I feel like I gotta
Oh.
roll through it, but we're like halfway
Yeah,
done, and
it's
there's
good.
so much good food.
There's a
And I
lot.
don't think there's been anything really that's been a miss yet.
That hot dog was
Oh yeah,
take it or leave it. But everything
that's
else
only
was
because there's
good.
another option. No
Yeah,
hot dog.
yeah, and I probably would have still tried it and enjoyed it. So who knows?
Oh, yeah.
So Pinocchio Village House has 3 new offerings, and they all look delicious.
Yeah.
There's a baked brie flatbread, which is brie cheese spread, mango chutney, green apples, arugula almonds, and a honey drizzle. And this Pinocchio Village House only till 9:30, so you gotta kind of get in, get out.
Get out.
Mm-hmm.
They have another flatbread, which I really piqued my interest, which is
Yeah.
a lasagna flatbread with
Yeah.
Italian sausage, meatballs, 5 cheese mix, ricotta cheese, and pesto.
I think that one's more up my alley than the first one. personally.
Yeah.
But
It's I think that like what's nice about this place, I think that sometimes this place gets like a lot of hate because it is just like pizza flatbreads, but it's cool how for these kind of parties they really stretch out. Like I think like both of these are very like
different.
unique and different, which I appreciate.
And sometimes they just have them on the menu that are kind of different. Like it's not just cheese or pepperoni. They have like a a cordon bleu one or something.
Yeah.
They have something with ham.
They definitely have a fun flatbread.
Yeah. And then they do have a dessert, which has that same meringue topping that didn't look so great before. But this one looks a little better. It's a Black Forest parfait. It's a flourless chocolate cake with chocolate mousse and cherry chantilly topped with brandy cherry compote and chocolate popping candies.
I'm not a Black Forest cake person.
Yeah, I think this is not for me. That's with cherry in it, right?
It has a little bit,
Yeah, I would like it. I feel like it's not. It
has a more mature palate tasting. Like it to me, it tastes more like it almost has like alcohol in it, even though like you know what I mean.
Well, this one has like brandy.
Okay, yeah. So then it
whatever.
probably does. That's probably why I've tasted that every time I've eaten one.
I think this is my first miss.
I always joke because I think that my Nana loves Black Forest, and I always say that I feel like that's
it's a European.
That's
thing.
what it is. I think it's Nana's.
Yeah, like
not Nana. Or sorry, I just said Nana, but it's Nana. I don't know.
What are you saying?
I'm trying to say my Nana, but I said Nana.
Weirdly. No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. By mistake.
No one noticed.
Well, sorry. Now they did. Anyway.
Your Nana likes it.
Black Forest. Yeah.
So if you're bringing your Nana, get her this.
This will be her
favorite. If you're bringing Brandon's Nana, get her this.
Yeah.
The next place, Friar's Nook, is one of my favorite. I think they do themed food really well. I think they do food really well in general. The first one, I think I would opt for this over the one at Casey's. It's a holiday pot roast hot dog. All beef hot dog topped with braised pot roast, Swiss fondue, horseradish mustard, and crispy onion. I think this sounds more of things that belong on top of a hot dog.
Yeah, this profile is definitely doing more for me than the Thanksgiving one.
And the horseradish mustard sounds real good.
Yeah.
I think that you might low-key like that.
I think that if it was like a sausage from a barbecue, then yeah, but like it's just whenever you say hot dog, it just
like a hot dog.
Not really.
Not like a
wet
real
dog.
Frank at like a
that's what I'm imagining.
Heidi thinks it's like a hot dog. Get your hot dog.
That's what I'm imagining.
Yeah, a baseball game hot dog.
That's what I'm imagining. Okay, so it's more like a nice. It's more like a sausage vibe.
It's more like a sausage than a hot dog, I think.
Okay, then
That's how it's being portrayed. Yeah.
It looks good.
It looks good.
I prove it then. Fine.
All right. Another thing that they have that is not new, but I think looks delicious and worth saying is Italian beef tots. Tots topped with braised beef, cheese curds, zesty giardiniera, and red wine gravy. I love giardiniera.
Yeah, I was gonna say you love giardiniera.
So it's like a mixture of pickled vegetables. If you don't know what giardiniera is,
yeah, I'm sure this would be excellent.
Cauliflower, celery, carrots, peppers. Sometimes I think, and sometimes it can be spicy. And
I'm glad that you had to say that because I'm laughing because I would have had no idea how to say that or what that is.
I gotcha.
Yeah, it's like a Chicago, it's like a Midwest thing, especially.
If you watched The Bear,
that's
what they put on their Italian hot beefs.
On their beefs,
okay. There we go.
And then they also have a sugar cookie hand pie, which kind of looks like an empanada.
Delicious.
And it is a sugar cookie dough wrapped in a flaky crust and with icing and festive sprinkles.
Buttery flaky crust.
Yes.
That's what
I wasn't expecting it to be cookie dough inside of like
yeah. I don't know what to expect. It feels like something where you would bite it open and like 75% of it is air, and then there's like a little line of cookie dough. But I mean, it looks appealing. I'm sure it's
fried.
The crust
it has icing.
Is yummy, and I think if the filling proportions are appropriate, that it would be really good.
That's so funny. I love how we're on the same wavelength with the comedy here. Like that.
And then they have a toasted marshmallow panna cotta tart with graham cracker ganache macaron. So this is so cute. If you want it for the Instagram picture, 100% I think is worth getting it. It probably tastes fine. Panna cotta is not my favorite texture.
No.
It's like a little gelatinous.
Yeah. I'm a macaron man though, so I'd get it. A little snowman boy.
Yeah, I mean, you're a sweets boy. You would get it anyway.
Whoa.
Am I wrong? But I think it's worth the picture. I think it's super cute. It's like a little Frosty the Snowman.
Yeah, definitely one of the more Instagrammable desserts, and I think that it would still be good enough to justify.
Yeah. And then another eggnog offering. They have an eggnog shake. This would definitely be on my must-do list. It's eggnog soft serve with ginger snap crumbles topped with whipped cream and festive sprinkles.
I think this would be good, and I think it being eggnog would be fine as well, because I think you just have to buy into the fact that it's milkshakey, and you get that texture, and then you get kind of accustomed to the eggnog flavor, which I don't think is that crazy. And I think the big limiter for people is that eggnog is like this weird thick beverage.
Yeah. I feel like this would help that.
Yeah, I agree.
What?
No, nothing.
Holy.
I think it would be a good intro into eggnog.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
you have that.
So
It's
if
like,
you're not
oh,
willing
yeah,
to fully commit yet, start here, see if you
Yeah.
like the flavor profile, and see
Like
if you can get by the texture.
entry level eggnog. Yeah.
The gateway to eggnog.
Next is Storybook Treats. They only have one offering for the party, and it's also available during regular hours. It's the Sugar Plum Vanilla Soft Serve Sundae. It's sugar plum vanilla soft serve swirl dipped in celebration cake cone dip, topped with marshmallows and almonds. I wouldn't get it. The almonds are throwing me big time.
Yeah, the almonds are almost like making it seem a little bit more promising to me, but I just envision this being so sugary sweet that it's like you don't get any like flavors. It's just like sugar.
This is why that they had to toss the almonds on for some health. They said this is so sugary. Get you some health with some shaved almonds.
It's not weapons grade sugar.
Well, I just don't also understand what in celebration cake cone dip. What's that?
Maybe just like a birthday cake, I guess, like funfetti.
Yeah.
Like
But
you
I
know,
don't know.
Oh,
you know
it's
how
like a
like
Dairy,
Dairy
Queen.
Queen they do like the dip. I think it's
Yeah,
just that.
that's what it is.
Yeah, this is also a pass for me, I think.
Yeah, it
I
wouldn't
don't
be on
know.
the
I
list.
feel like if someone gave it to me, I would eat it, but like I'm not gonna buy it out of all these.
No,
things.
yeah, for sure.
I would
I
take
don't
a
think it's
bite.
worth the $6.75 or whatever
Yeah.
it would be.
No.
Is it gonna be on a cone? Why is this in a? Like,
No,
a
I think it's just in a bowl. I'm
Oh,
sure
yeah,
you could get it in a cone because you could get. I don't know though because it has all the toppings.
if it was like on a waffle
a
cone.
soft serve
I
sundae.
want to preface too that if someone bought every item here, I would have a bite of every single.
Oh, yeah.
1,000%. I mean,
Okay.
listen,
So let's
I would probably eat the full serving of all of it if it were free.
It's so real. Yeah,
So,
Okay, fair.
that's funny.
the pretzel cart in Storybook Circus has that pretzel we talked about earlier, the hot cocoa churro, and then this one also has a Santa buckle belt, which is pistachio mousse with dark chocolate truffle centers and a chocolate buckle, which is cute.
It's a square.
Yes.
It's cute, but
I
it's,
like pistachio. Pistachio is good.
yeah.
That's a fun flavor to include.
Yeah, it feels like a grown-up treat if you're getting your kid a hot chocolate churro back at
Yeah,
the Storybook Circus.
a sophisticated pistachio mousse.
Another mature
I was gonna
item.
say, fits with the block.
Yeah, for sure.
My Nana would love it.
The Cheshire Cafe has two offerings. One is a whoopie pie that is plant-based, and it's a chocolate cake sandwich with marshmallow mint buttercream.
I think
Sound
mint
good.
out. I'm out on mint. If it's good.
Is Heidi in?
She's in.
It looks good.
Well, you know what it is? It
It looks like
it looks like a Disneyland, like the thing that we had, but it's cake. This instead.
Yeah, it's cake,
So
so
I don't know.
yeah.
Except that I think it's the buttercream that kills it for me. I'm not a buttercream girl.
That's fair.
I like buttercream. I just the mint like flavor profile is just not. It's very unless it's an Andes mint. I'm usually out on it.
Or like peppermint and it's like crunchy.
Yeah,
I think
peppermint
soft.
is like a separate kind
Yeah.
of flavor.
Yeah.
There you go.
I think the picture's getting to me. It just looks good, but
I'm just looking at the picture beside it, which is
oh yeah.
Nana's favorite cold brew.
Yeah, this is one that I'm not into. It's cherry cordial cold brew, Joffrey's cold brew topped with a cherry whipped cream, chocolate drizzle, and chocolate curls. But I don't like chocolate or cherry cordials. They're like the little.
Oh, that's what that is.
They're the little chocolates that have the goo and the cherry
I
inside.
like that.
I think I'm usually out
You
on
and Nana.
cherries. I think I like cherry cordial as well. Yeah.
Yeah, we can cheers our coffees together.
I don't know. I would try this.
I think though the only like cause for pause that I have on this is when we did
Oh,
Not
yeah.
So Scary last year, they had like a witch's cold brew from Hocus Pocus.
Terrible.
And it was watered down with whipped cream and it was awful. So this, it just makes me worried sometimes that that stuff that's not actually out of Joffrey's cart sometimes like doesn't hit always.
Well, and I was gonna say, I think now that we went to Disneyland most recently, I'm
Like,
like
all the
thinking,
coffee was
I'm
good.
thinking that it's gonna be so good. Like, because
Yeah,
if
it could.
Disneyland made this,
It
I'd
could.
probably be drinking this 7 times a day.
I would try it.
But Disney World is hesitant for me because of that one experience we had. Yeah.
I would try it.
I also think that this needs cream.
Right.
I think it's going to be so bitter
Yeah,
because like cherry is tart. Sometimes Joffrey plain cold brew gets that like bitter tart bite.
Yep.
And so I think if you could combine the cordial cherry, which is tart and bitter, and then like plain black cold brew, which is tart and bitter, you're just getting kind of a tart and bitter.
Yeah.
I also kind of hate the chocolate curls because they don't add anything. It's
no,
like,
they get stuck at the bottom of the thing.
or it gets trapped on the ice if you use a straw, and
Which is horrible.
Yeah. It drives me nuts.
Yeah. I agree though.
It is a nitpick, but I think there's such a waste. Like do something more exciting.
No, for sure.
Valid.
All right, next over to Cosmic Rays. They don't have anything. They only have one thing new, but they have some good-looking, like hearty food options. So I thought that we would touch on it. The holiday pot roast melt. So if you don't want the pot roast on a hot dog, you can get it here on some Texas toast. It's slow-cooked beef on thick toast with cheddar, provolone, and beef gravy, which sounds phenomenal.
It
looks
really
so good. I'm so starving.
I think that this would be your like favorite item. I
feel. It have a lot of potential.
It looks good.
It does. Yeah, it does have Heidi Staple written all over it.
Yeah, absolutely. Because it looks like you could get it from Woody's Lunchbox.
Yeah. The basic menu.
Yeah, a nice soup.
Yeah.
Or it looks like we could easily make it at home. I think that's
yeah. That's how you get that lady seal of approval.
Yeah, homemade.
The next thing also looks delicious. It's a holiday turkey burger. It has the potential to be dry, which be warned. Turkey burger topped with traditional stuffing, provolone, cranberry chutney on a brioche bun. I think you slap some mayo on this and it hits.
Yeah, and provolone and cranberry chutney is such like fun inclusions for some places usually.
No, they have fun like specialty things.
Sometimes, yeah.
They had that spicy chicken sandwich during the spooky season.
Oh yeah, that was good. I had that. Just walk over to the little topping thing and grab some mayo and you're good to go.
Yeah, exactly. Next, they have a Christmas cookie cake roll. Christmas cookie roll with buttercream topped with festive holiday sprinkles.
How is it a cookie roll?
I think it's like a Yule log.
Oh, okay.
It's not this picture. This is the eclair.
Okay, I was gonna say.
I'm assuming it's like a Yule log where they roll they put icing and then they roll a cake.
I'd probably pass on that.
I like cookies.
I think there's a lot of other sweets that you could get instead of this. The thing you're looking at is a peppermint eclair, which is an eclair with white chocolate peppermint mousse and chocolate pieces.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Sounds good. And then their new thing this year is a Christmas punch, which is cranberry and citrus punch with amaretto syrup and Seagram's ginger ale. Lost me at amaretto syrup.
This is great. That's like such an interesting thing to sell at.
Amaretto is like the almond syrup,
and
I am not into that flavor profile.
That whole drink just sounds like the base for a cocktail, and it obviously isn't. It's a non-alcoholic drink, so I don't know. Maybe it is.
I was in before amaretto syrup.
I don't mind amaretto, but it's like half of a yellow hammer. It's great.
Yeah, it is. No, I think if you added like a gin or rum to this, it's a Hollywood Studios.
It seems like something they would sell an alcoholic version of a Hollywood Studios.
Jollywood Nights is going to have this.
Yeah, you can just get it.
For real.
But maybe that's what it is. It's a recycled recipe.
Yeah. Anti-Gravity's Galactic Goodies has a couple new things. Actually, all three new things. And then they have that cherry cordial cold brew, which we're not going to talk about again. They have the lump of coal in your stocking, which is cookies and cream shake topped with whipped cream, cookies and cream crumbles, and then a chocolate donut hole. Here it has 2 chocolate donut holes. The description is going singular, but I think it'll probably be one because it's just a lump of coal.
They're already cheaping out. Already. Come on.
They're trying to lure you in with the picture, but you've got to read the fine print. They have a smoky chocolate brownie sundae, which is house-baked brownies topped with smoky chocolate soft serve in chocolate cone dip. Oh, again, chocolate cone dip. I don't know what it is. Topped with marshmallows and festive sprinkles. I am fully out on smoky chocolate soft serve.
But the brownies are circular, like little bites. Those bags come with 3 brownies in them. And for that reason, I'm in.
You like the smoky though.
I also
like
don't mind the smoky.
There's a cold brew at Disneyland, the chimney sweep, and it's so
Oh, yeah,
yummy.
that's right.
And Tommy likes
I
it.
enjoy it. Yeah.
We didn't have it, but
Oh.
but
No, it's the one
I would
from
love to.
There's one from Jolly Holiday.
Jolly
and then
Holiday.
Smoke Jumpers has a very similar one.
Oh,
Yeah.
I would do anything for a Disneyland coffee.
I know. And then they have a whoopie pie. It's that same whoopie pie we read before that Heidi was in on, the chocolate cake sandwich with marshmallow mint buttercream. It's the one that's in the shape of a Mickey.
Yep. And then Nana's favorite brew.
Yeah, Nana's cold brew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that concludes kind of our list. That's all of the stuff that is new. Well, we really went through like all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like there's
a lot.
There's a lot. And it's like, I think that sometimes some stuff looks really bad. Like all of this looks, again, from a picture, really good. It could not taste all really good, but it looks really good from the picture.
Yeah.
I agree. And I think that like nothing's too crazy. I think in spooky season, they get a little too out of the box
They do,
sometimes. They like
Yeah.
try to just put like flaming hot Cheetos and everything.
Yeah.
And it doesn't taste so good. I think here they're sticking to what like the holiday classics are. They're sticking to like traditional flavors that you're familiar with, but like with a little bit of a
I was
twist.
gonna say.
And I think like I was saying to Tommy, this is the first list where I don't think that we would be able to try everything we wanted to try in one party.
Yeah, probably
Yeah.
not. And I think it all looks really good and it all looks interesting without like I said, like it being like this weird kind of shtick where they're just like, throwing hot Cheetos on it or kind of
Yeah.
doing a similar thing.
Yeah, they're not putting like peppermint crumbles on top of a hot dog.
Yeah, it all seems very like cohesive and it all makes sense, but it's still like new and fresh and interesting.
I like it.
Yeah. And I think Haley made a good point to just like reiterate is that like when you are going to the party, like you're not going to be able to do everything, even like just like all the food.
Uh-huh.
You're not going to be able to get on all the like probably barely
And
any
we didn't even
rides.
talk about some other stuff. There's
Yeah,
like still,
shows,
the
the
parade,
parade,
the show,
like
fireworks. There's a lot of things still.
definitely I think like plan if
You
you're
have to
going and
prioritize it.
prioritize, and schedule like when you're hoping to eat or like loosely at
Yeah.
least.
Yeah, there's a couple different, like Brandon was just saying, and we'll touch quickly on if you're still here. But there's the parade, which I think it's my favorite parade that there is at Disney.
Agreed.
The song is a banger.
Agreed.
The like soldiers are iconic. The reindeer is iconic. You get to see Santa.
Yeah.
So I think definitely prioritize that. But they have a couple different times. So
Right.
like Heidi said, like look and plan your times out. And then you also definitely want to see the big stage show.
For sure.
Those are the two. I think I would prioritize those things over meeting characters unless that is the sole reason why you're there.
Yeah.
And if you know what time, plant somebody there and then go and pick up some of this food that we just talked about and then come back and eat it. Because everything, unless you're going to like a sit down restaurant, which none of these really were, except for the plaza, is all portable. So you can just do multiple things at once.
Yeah.
Yeah, and two, if you take a look, like again on it's Disney, what is it called? Disney Food Blog.
Oh yeah.
This one is like the Disney Parks blog.
Oh, sorry. Disney Parks blog. If you look at that, it gives a good breakdown of like what actually is at the party, which we mentioned, but take a look and like if there's stuff that is offered not at the party, then like I wouldn't prioritize that if you're going to go another day anyways, then you can like
or get it at 4 before the party
or get it
starts.
at 4, like lots of different options.
They also like I think that they also set like stuff up like in terms of entertainment where you kind of can follow like their schedule like in a way where like looking on here like 8:15 there's like a Frozen holiday surprise where they light up like all the stuff. So it's like I think that if you want to see things like there is a good kind of timeline that if you follow it like and plan it right, like obviously like you can't do everything like we said, but like if you want to prioritize, like I know for us for the like Halloween party last year we saw both parades, the stage show, fireworks, met some characters, ate some food. Like we did do a lot, but it was go the whole time.
Yeah.
With like no rides really, except for Tron. So
yeah, and like as far as like you're gonna get to see, there's only so many shows and parades.
Yeah.
But like Heidi did when we went to Disneyland, she made a list of her priority foods and where they were from because they aren't things that you're just gonna wander around and see like advertised.
Yeah.
And they don't like you heard when we were just talking. Everywhere has something different.
Yeah.
So like if you really want that snowman looking macaroon thing, you have to go to one specific place because it's only sold one place.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I think definitely planning ahead. And then once you get there at 4, they should have the brochures,
Yeah,
Yep.
like
and
the
then
little
map
maps
and
for it. And
Yep.
I would definitely look at
Put them
that
all
and
up.
then like make an actual plan.
Yep.
If you're not just going off vibes. Sometimes we just go and we just want to go off vibes and we do whatever feels right.
Yep.
And then there's sometimes we're like, okay, this is why we're here. We need to use every minute of all of our time to get everything we want out of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I also think, again, like there's obviously spots to watch all this stuff. I would say if you can snag a spot, watch the parade on Main Street because there's nothing like the snow on Main Street, all the lights and the wreaths and the tree.
It's cool.
Yeah, we
And
didn't
all
even
that
talk
stuff.
about Snoke.
Snow.
Snoke is a huge
Huge.
part. And
Yeah.
I would definitely, if you have the photo pass, I would definitely get your picture taken because they have so many cute things. You can use them as holiday cards, stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true.
I think, like in terms of all the times, this to me is the best time to visit Disney World because it's just so, I don't know.
It's just so special. I think
so
like
special.
it just has a different like Christmas already like is just such a special time of year where I feel like everyone's just more happy and it just feels so good. And then to Disney already has that where like it already feels like magical to then put Christmas Fair on top of it. It's like exponentially more good. I don't even know.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's just, I
is
think,
the epitome of magic in the
It is.
season. If you're a Christmas person or a Disney person.
Yeah, I think the vibes for each mesh very nicely together. So it's you get the Disney vibes, you get the Christmas
And
vibes,
everyone's
it's
pretty
just-
happy there.
Yeah.
and at some point in your life, like all of us did, like if you love Disney, like go once on Christmas Day because there's nothing like Christmas Day at Disney.
Yeah, we
It's
were
so
lucky
cool.
to do that.
Yeah, very
But
lucky.
also be kind to your cast members because the only
worth
reason you can go on Christmas or around Christmas is because they are there.
Because they're
Yeah.
more,
But
We love them.
that was, I think, really everything we have. We didn't really
Yeah.
dig into the parades or anything. We can always do that if we talk about this later in the season as well.
Yep.
But we
Part
kind of
two.
wanted to give you a little bit of a food guide, a little bit of a if you know guide, things that you
Yep.
have to get done, and like ins and outs so that you don't miss any of your special time because, like you said, the tickets are not getting cheaper, but
Mhm.
it is worth it, I think.
I agree.
So I hope that you enjoyed and you learned something. And if you do go, let us know if you tried any of that food and what your favorite was. Let us know if you like those chocolate cordials or Black Forest like Brandon's grandma. But thanks so much for hanging out and tune in next time for our next episode.
Bye.
Bye.